Just love. And then you move my baby. And then you need and say, you're just bless, and then you move my bed. Just bless, and then you move my bed. Just bless, we make you move my bed. Just bless, yeah. Just bless, just bless, just bless, just bless, just bless the one I did.
Know what to do about it. The president and his wife trying to save white folks. They ain't interested in you. They're saying we don't know what to do about white folks' health care. And how many black folks are trying to organize to get hospitals in our community? How many? None. Not since Elijah Muhammad died, who said we need a hospital for our people. Have I heard one black leader stand up and say that? Not one. He's the only one I heard say on a national level, we need a hospital. Have you been sick lately? With or without insurance or an HMO? These people treat you like a piece of beef. They will treat you like a dog, and only metaphysical spiritual powers can keep you alive because their medicine sure won't do it. We don't understand that when it comes to preserving your life, why are we so willing to turn ourselves over to people who always want to take our lives? That doesn't make any sense to me. Why do you think that's going to work? Why do you think that white policemen will provide better security in your neighborhood than will black policemen? And why do the black policemen think they owe better security to the white people than they owe to their own people? Why do they think that their worst enemies are somebody who look like them? And what is the nature of the crazy mind that makes us believe that because they are policemen, they are our worst enemies? That's because of the dependency mind. The cops often believe they belong to the white folks, and we often believe they belong to the white folks. And because of that misconstrued illusion, we end up becoming enemies to each other. And if they are not ours, then we ought to get our own. We need to have our own security to defend and protect our own communities. But you understand the problem. The problem is that we are dependent. Now, we're talking about starting a little mom and pop store, a barbecue stand, a barbershop, a hairdresser. We don't talk about putting up a security system to protect Bed-Stuy, to protect Harlem. We don't talk about creating a health care system for our communities. The NAACP doesn't talk about that. The Urban League doesn't talk about that. Our organizations don't talk. We don't even think in those terms. We assume that the most essential things we have, somebody will take care of for us. That is a bizarre, insane, brazen dependency that leaves us in the same state we were in 100 years ago. Now, don't get depressed now. We're gonna talk about some solutions. But I want you to understand the problem. I want you to understand what the real problem is and how we are driven by these problems that are completely depriving us of our energy to do anything. Number three, change. These are problems. These are things that are restricting our growth. Number three, this is the worst one, disunity. Now, I don't even need to talk about that. You know that. You know, I don't know if you believe this or not, and we have such little confidence in ourselves. We really don't know. Do you know that we can solve any problem we have in our communities? Juvenile problems, education of our children, healthcare problems, legal problems, political problems, even economic problems. If we came together, and we have some of the best trained experts in the world in every field imaginable. Many of them are kind of crazy, but that's to be expected. But if we could even get the crazy ones to come work as a unit, we could do miraculous things. Some of the best educators in the world are our people. The best engineers in the world, our people. Best physicians, our people. Some of the most creative and genius legal minds in the world, our people, African Americans. We have creative artists, creative musicians. We have creative actors. Everything we need, we got. We don't need any new supply. The supply is adequate. What we need to do is to coalesce, pull together what the supply is. But the most malignant, sick, destructive force in our communities is this force of disunity. We can't get together. And I don't understand it. I mean, everybody, there's probably no group that's more diverse, more different, more various schools of thought than the Jews. I mean, you all know them better than I do up here. Y'all live right here with them. I mean, a Jew on one block don't look nothing like a Jew on another block. Some of them got little curls by the ears. Others got yarmulkes on. Others got funny hats. Some of them don't take baths. Some of them do. Some of them change their name. They look all kinds of ways. Some of them are atheists. Some of them are so spiritual they don't even know where the earth is. I mean, they have all kinds of things. But if somebody says something about Jews, they all there. They all there as a single force. Reform, Orthodox, Hasidic, atheistic, secular, sacred, holy, unholy, devils, gods, all of them. They're together. Because they understand that whatever else we may be, ultimately our faith depends upon our understanding that we are first and foremost in this world situation, Jews. You must understand that no matter what else goes on, no matter what else you may be in this world, first and foremost, you are an African black person. That's number one. That's number one. That's number one. That's number one. But look, we so easily buy into every kind of divisiveness imaginable. If we don't buy into a divisiveness they have given us, we create a new way to be divided. And, you know, I don't have any problem with some of us being AMEs, some being AME Zion, some of us being United Methodists, some of us being Church of God in Christ, some of us Church of God in Christ in the afternoon, some of us Church of God in Christ in the morning, Church of God in Christ in the sky, Church of God in Christ on the ground. I mean, it doesn't matter that. As long as you understood that in the process of doing all of that has got to eventually take us to the same spot. We've got to understand that it is not about Muslim versus Christian versus Nubian versus Hebrew. Every one of us, none of us, the Arabs don't look at us and say, my brother, alhamdulillah, assalamu alaikum, come my brother. They say, there comes a nigger. Even though many of them look like us, they make a point to see themselves as distinct from us. They don't embrace us. Even if we speak, they think they ought to teach us Islam. They think they're the only ones who have it. They think Islam is their religion. They don't know we think it's ours too. They think it's theirs. The Pope don't love you. I don't care how many Hail Mary full of graces you say, how many candles you burn.
Fan rises,
He
family. Fan
don't give a
risings.
damn about you. He didn't do it in World War II. He didn't do it during slavery. He didn't do it before. He does not care today. But we think that's number one. All of these things. Don't nobody care whether you went to NYU, Princeton, Yale, or Hampton. Who cares? What are you equipped to do? Who cares whether you are Alpha or Kappa, AKA or Delta, or Mason? Who cares whether you are Prince Hall or find me the Night of the Pythians behind the back room with the solid black stone moving upright to the square with the perpendicular compass? Don't nobody care. If that compass and square and stones and books and all them Solomon's temple and all the lines of the tiger's grip and the lion's paw, if all that will pull you out of this situation, bring it on. Pull us out. But you see, we don't use these things as instruments to our liberation. We use them as instruments for our own and continued destruction. We are constantly finding ways. Look, we should be able to sit down with any of our people, anywhere, and find some point of agreement. I don't agree with everybody who's African American, by no means. But this thing does not require us to be uniform. It requires us to be united. We should be able to sit down with even our most crazy Negroes and find some point of agreement. And I'm willing to do it. And I've tried to do it. We should be able to sit down with our most fanatical warriors. I mean, with spears, loincloths, dynamite in their back pockets, everything, ready to blow up anything white. We ought to be able to sit down with them. In fact, we ought to sit down with them. But listen, we should be able to sit down and find some point of common agreement. I mean, like, who cares that white folks think that Jesse Jackson, Farrakhan, and all these other people constitute different camps? That's their definition. The camp is the freedom of African people. They may not realize it themselves, but that is the camp. That's the only camp that they are parts of. But you see, the major tool, you've heard this a million times, the major tool is to keep us alienated from each other, divided from each other, and fighting among each other. Yeah, look, the problem of sexism is sickening in this society. It's sickening. It is one of the most disgusting realities next to racism in this society. But, sisters, you don't belong with Betty Friedan and them other crazy white women. That's not your movement. You don't join in an attack on black men. We didn't create the racist system. We ain't got enough power to create a system for ourselves. We didn't create that. If we practice it, it's only because we are partially crazy. So sit down with us and help us to get sane. Understand what it means when this society rewards black women to attack black men. Gives them awards of outstanding accomplishment because they can put down black men worse than anybody else. Yeah, we got problems. We got serious problems. And if we don't get them together, we gonna all be dead. But whether we get them together or not, you can't do nothing without us, sister. We all belong to each other. We belong to each other. We can't go anywhere without you, and you can't go anywhere without us. It does not matter. Look, doesn't matter how many white women want me. They can't ever get me free. No way. No way. And my aspiration is from my neck up, not from my belt down. So she can bring whatever gifts of passion she might have. But the passion, ain't got much is right, sister, but the passion won't get me where I need to go. The only way I can get free is holding hands with the one who shares the cultural, historical, and spiritual connection that ties us to the origin of who we are. That's the only way we can do it. The only way. The only way. The only way. Look, look, look. I don't want no white woman raising my child. Look, look, look. I don't care what toys she buys it, what plays she takes him to, what zoo she goes to, what vacation she takes him on. I don't care what she gives him. The only person I want to raise my children is a black woman from Africa. That's who I want. That's who I want.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. Listen.
Outside.
There is no agenda bigger than the agenda for the salvation of our people. That's the only thing that we have to worry
Living the dream in a real life. Bright lights in a brand new tone. Step away from the madness. For the youths nowadays don't play. Watch the government badness. Blue suit them the same way. If you seen what I've been through, in the land where you could die young. My garden is so fresh. My family is so blessed. My country is progress. I'm faithful, oh yes. My actions speak so loud. Do me think make mama well proud. How we been to the worst, no doubt. Now we don't take it from humble beginnings. Now we can't take it from humble beginnings.
It means Samra from the humblest of places where I track from down. How is so where I come from? Victory over my side. I left but mine by the wayside. Where them feel like you'll be outside. And nothing at all, no we no need. I judge we call upon your name. Pray you learn to know all our days. When it gets dark, we know you'll always make a way. I never remember girl a real top ranking. Pull up on the whole place jumping. Pretty man knock on the baseline thumping. Nobody feel like this a from push something. Yeah, we going all the way. Put love in this music that we play. Words sound and power, that's the order of the day. Yeah. Hey, and my garden is so fresh. My family is so blessed. Hard work brings progress. I'm grateful, oh yes. And my actions speak so loud. Do me think Christian, I will proud. Now we've been through the worst, no doubt. And now we're continuing from humble beginnings, yeah.
Sing it to me again, man. Let me also know. Forever side, reach out by my side. Let us know. Forever side. And my garden is so fresh. My family is so blessed. My country is progress. I'm grateful, oh yes.
And my actions speak so loud. But do me think that I'm well proud. Now we've been through the worst, no doubt. Now we counting. My God, so fresh. My bed, progress. Grateful, yes. Now we're counting the winnings. Humble beginning.
I say, You have a lot down to know none. You not talk about no God, you not talk about this. Everything is just a big collective. And it's a kind of self-awareness. Everybody realize the connection with self. They move to the next stage, they call the golden stage, similar to the silver age, similar to the golden stage. See where it's kind of collective self-awareness. But after a while, as things change now, they move into what is called the bronze age, where man start to use symbols and certain things to represent that same cosmic consciousness. I'm going to do a chemic now when I talk about Ra, because Ra is the center of the solar system. And everything depends upon Ra. So we use the sun to represent an element of the triune in Amun Ra Ptah. That which sustains, which is the father element. That's my answer. One of the big thing I would do is a sun salutation in a yoga. So you give me a man, do a sun salutation. And a white guy don't know what that is now. Him come and say, I worship the sun. Not realize so he says that. Yeah, it's connected to everything. And you realize the role that Ra plays. That's how I realize that the role that Isis plays is the moon principle. Sun govern gold and the moon govern silver. And you turn that kind of thing. Just like we have melatonin and serotonin.
Greetings, Grand Rising.
Mm-hmm.
You stopped it.
No, I got it down. I got it down. That's it. Oh boy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Boy, what a rising, what a rising, what a rising. First of all, let me just do my edification. I have to first of all apologize for the later start this rising here, sir. I had to reset the program right here in the studio, you know. So I have to say grand risings. And I say thank you, my sister, for joining us on this rising, yes, sir. Obviously, the phone call was a little piece of a kick up, innit? It was a little piece of hiccup for you. No. You have to listen. I do appreciate your presence because I know it's a difficult thing at times, you know. But meanwhile, I'm on the other side, so I'm just bleaching through, doing my security vigilance all night again.
Okay.
So if you see me just ease off, it means that I'm in a relaxed state and I can just rest up my mind. Right? Because we're fighting the same candle at both ends.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So Grand Risings, Galaxy family, Grand Risings. Boy, we've come to the end of another cycle, right? Or as they say, it's the end of their cycle. So we have a few days to ourselves. In some cases we go on right through 7 days, right through. But in most cases it's coming up to their vacation time. So they'll be I think over the next cycle they'll be finishing off work for those of the Christian faith. They'll be finishing off work and then they'll be on vacation time. And then let their celebrations commence. Let their celebrations commence for those who can afford it. Anyhow. So, Grand Rising, my sister.
Grand Risings, brother. Grand Rising family.
Good night to you, as the case may be. Right. So, yeah, as I say, I'm very grateful for you to come and joining us in our Grand Rising show here on the galaxyfowe.net. Right. So let's get straight into this. Any news that you would like to share with us or impart to us?
Only a couple of things One thing that I was looking at, I'd spoken about it previously in terms of the algae that was building up in some parts of the world, have caught up with Jamaica and some of the shores And there's some communities that have woken up to a whole load of fish that have just perished
Past stuff. Yeah.
because they can't get out. They can't swim because of the algae. They're fighting with the algae that have come in inshore. And yeah, so there are some communities that, and we know that fish is one of the meals that in Jamaica specifically, definitely at this time of year, they like to see on the table, that with Arnold, as well as the chicken, as well as they don't necessarily do beef, but there are certain traditional foods, and fish is one of them. And there's some communities that literally won't be able to get the fish, and or if they do, the price is going to be really high because it's going to have to come from outside the community.
Well, one of the things that we have to realize, as you say, is one of those sustainable things that the Caribbean does use on a regular basis, like the fish stock and everything, right? Now, and I'm really hoping that people don't take the opportunity to scrape up all of them wash up fish there, right? And then put them into the food chain market. Yeah. Because anything that is poisoned, which those have, whether it be the lack of oxygen or whatever, right? Those fishes are poisoned. Yeah. So therefore they're not for anybody to actually consume those would actually result in them becoming getting poisoned as well, so hopefully that it will be I won't say rectified, but it will be cleared up as soon as possible, right? And that everyone should be careful. So those who are visiting those regions in the Caribbean, right, that they should take caution of the type of foods that they are actually eating out there, because I know that we like to go down there and say, yeah, we eat some fresh fish and all those type of things there, right? But we just have to be careful of where you're getting your supply from, right? And just give it time for the actual nature to clean itself up, What is the nature of this algae? What does it look like? Because I know there's a lot of sea moss around, right? So what is the nature, or what does it look like, or what have they identified that it looks like?
This is from memory because the paper's inside. So I know that it was off the shores of, I'm not sure whether or not it's America, but there was a build up, and literally from a climate change, the algae is building up to a point whereby it's a lot wider and a lot than it has been in the past. So whereas in the past it was able to break down, it's getting thicker and thicker, and it's just literally moving now almost like a carpet. So as it comes to shore in Jamaica, it's literally taking out the wildlife. That doesn't then have that opportunity to breathe, doesn't have that opportunity to I can't remember the area.
I saw some clips about it, but I didn't really look into it too deeply as to the origins of this, because like as you say, like like I'm very aware of some of the islands. They have a lot. They have a lot of sea moss, rolling in the sea, and so in effect, I'm thinking that it may be similar to the sea moss was there. Yeah.
No, this is the way that they were talking about it previously. This is literally a couple of months ago they were talking about this. The way that they were talking about this gave the impression that if it keeps traveling and growing as it does, It's not your average sea moss. It's not something that you can scrape up and then recook as some delicacy in terms of the seaweed. This is something which is, it's like that carpet that does cover everything and doesn't allow the natural environment to breathe or reproduce itself from the fishing point of view.
Yeah. Well, then again, let's hopefully somebody don't jump onto it and say, boy, it's one of the man-made weapon, not destruction. You know, but you know what? Nature has its way of balancing itself. And cleaning the earth. You know, so you know this may be one of those things of, boy, you know, something, season come, season go, and look like the season is come to cleanse up the earth again. You know, right? Just how like they said that they are the ice age, right? Maybe this is the sea age. You know, you never know. You know, because like the way all them go on, until it affects them on their doorstep, they're not going to do anything about it anyhow. They don't see that it's a problem.
No.
But anyhow, because we know for a fact that if it comes to their doorstep, they would make some kind of action or take some kind of action to help it to actually break it up or whatever they can do, right? So you know, we just hopefully that it, like what happened in the with the fracking a few years ago, right? That the rivers were polluted in the Coptic land. And a lot of the natural natural life up there was destroyed at the time. And then eventually, you know, it replenished itself. But like even in the state of it replenishing itself, right, it took a few seasons for it to do that. So it's the same with the fisheries as well. You know, as this passes by, it may take a few seasons to replenish itself, but you know, this is the cycle of nature as well. You know, because why we are certainly abusing the world in this time. Yes, sir. Really, and the actual results of that are that the planet will turn around and it will adjust itself accordingly. You know, it's like I tell you something, when you go out on them boat there, right, and you're just in the sea. You're in the sea. You know, it's not the old pretty. Oh, let's just sail into the sea and just go from one island to the next. When you're out there in the sea, and you see the amount of rubbish that is out there, you think, oh my, what is going on here? You know, and you know, we've really got to answer for a lot of this. You know, they have seriously abused this planet in many ways. The human beings on this planet, they've seriously abused it. You know, but is one of those things that we have to really take account for or be held accountable for in many ways, you know. So there's no fish today.
So my side, we're okay. But yeah, so there possibly won't be any fish once the sun rises. Because there's been a lot of rain. It's raining now, and there has been a lot of heavy rain over the night. So deluges. So in some senses, recently, I know they were talking about it on the radio in terms of money and the government putting money to the various parishes so they can fix the roads or patch the roads I don't know whether they're doing it for the
Yeah.
season that's coming along to make
Mm.
it easier on the drivers. You see them doing it, and so when they started it, all they'd just literally done was put down the mall,
Yeah, just the mall in it.
the white stuff, and
Mm.
had they put that down and not covered it with the tarmac, it would all have gone this evening over the last 3-4 hours because of the amount of rain that we're getting and the heavy rain. But on Thursday, they were out with the various machines and the various asphalt and putting it down and packing it in with their other machines, making it smooth, whatever. So when I heard on the radio, they were saying that in some communities, and it's not all the roads, it's not they're doing it, it's just some of the communities. So the question was, why are they choosing this community rather than that community, or this road rather than that road? It appears they're doing it on the major roads. I've seen some, they've nothing up this road that I'm on, but the road parallel, they have the main road going into town, they have, and it's running beautiful. The road looks really good now that they've done it. Well, it did yesterday. It's rained, so it'd be interesting to see what it looks like this morning. And we know that by January it will have changed once again, because it's potentially the material, it's potentially the elements. You don't give the material a chance to dry. But yeah. One of the frustrating things what I find with this, right? The roads and their patchy type of attitude towards repairing the roads, right? Nobody has taken the time to say, okay, then the patchy thing has to stop. It has to stop, right? Engineering of roads, right, is no rocket science nowadays. It's not no rocket science nowadays, right? So therefore, to take that extra time, right, where they would try to do a whole patch in a few hours and then move on to the next patch, and so they're doing it, right? Instead of saying, you know what, right, for the next 7 days, we're going to do a mile's worth, right? Probably too much to say that. For the next 7 days, half a mile's worth of roads, right? To actually dig it out properly, set a foundation and a drainage, right? And to put the surface on there that would be sustainable, right? All weather sustainable. Yeah. Because even though we say, oh yeah, then big truck there and all that, but I'm going to tell you now, if a road is made properly, it could sustain any wear and tear for a good length of time. Right? And the thing is that what happens is that when the weather comes down, the foundation is what breaks up in preference to the wear and tear on top. You know, so it's not the case of the road users that are destroying it. They're letting the structure of the road break away in preference to the actual wear and tear of what the road is being used for. So I'm going to put myself out there and say, because of the engineering aspects of those who are actually doing those road things there, right? And probably they're just following protocol anyway, right? That is the problem. I feel that is the problem there. Yeah. So what you say about that? So it appears to be, can they do things differently, or do they choose to do things? So in the past, my mother's always said, and other of the elders have always said, the roads were a lot better in the past because you'd use the rock stones, mash them up, put them in the hole, and break them up so that they fill the hole.
Mm.
That means using almost a natural environment in order to fill the hole.
Mhm.
It took a lot of effort, but the roads appeared to be better. And then if they tarmacked over it, then it had the sustainability. But the materials that they're using at the moment doesn't appear to have that same sustainability.
Exactly.
And that's the frustrating thing. It doesn't have that sustainability. So whatever they're doing or however they're doing it, it's not lasting. So the other challenges, and you have the same challenges in the UK or any other part of the world, I'd imagine. If you've got a burst water pipe, best to fix it as soon as possible, because it will in itself become a destructive force, even though it's only a small trickle. If you don't fix it, eventually that also helps. So some of the beautiful roads into Port Antonio, there was a burst water pipe underneath, and all of a sudden that beautiful road has now become, you hear the cars coming and you think to yourself, take time. Because if you go at that speed and you don't take time, you're going to lose
bust
the
out the
rear
tire.
end in the back end. Yeah.
Yeah. Eddie, we're joined by a caller. Who is this now? Oh, Mr. Gambia, a correspondent from Gambia.
My
big brother.
Aha, Hotep. Hetepu, my brother.
Give thanks.
How are you? I hear say Mr. Bruno talk so in the background.
Who names so?
Your dog. It's not Bruno, you call him?
It's not well, you know. It's not well, you know.
Is it? What you do to him?
Him have distemper, man. The worst thing, man. He nearly died. He's half dead, you know. But yeah, he's half dead, man. Give thanks, man.
Oh my gosh. Well, you know what? Healings to the old dog there, man. Healings.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thanks, you know, because sometimes the animal is more than the people, you know. It's like family. It's like families, you know. Yeah. I don't want to go into that road there.
No, but still, you know, we give reference to life, still, you know, no matter where it there, or it there.
Yeah, they must soul, you know. But first, I have to rise up my Empress Sister Sandra, you know. And yourself, you know.
Thank you.
Yes.
Oh, let me tell you something. I don't know if you have the Facebook over there, sir. You have it over there?
We think we're Flintstone.
No. I'm just saying if you have access, you can view us. You can view us on the phone. You can view us on your phone then. On the Blacknificent Radio Show on the phone, right?
I will I'm gonna pick up another page now and then look at that down. I can still do it on the phone, man.
Yeah. Anyhow, so come and share what you are gonna share with me today.
No, rise up because you know, everything you say, you know, it's a local thing, you know. It's like the pothole, everything is
yes.
No, it's serious.
Africa. Let me tell you something, you know. My experience with the Gambia, Roy, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Dirt road is the road.
But my aunt, do you know what I ring, you know?
Right.
Because the Empress said, look, people fill in the thing, you know, they get stones and stuff like that, and they fill in things. But in England, in the UK, look, I mean, but even here as well, you know, we're paying car tax, you know, car tax, and all the tax, you know. You know what it is, you know, as foreigners, you know, they put up the yearly residence. They put it up. They're taking it out on us. So every now January is coming up now, right? I have to pay like $4,000. That's like about 60. No, wait, 15 is what 36, like nearly £50 or something like that, right? For residents.
For residency.
Yeah, just to pay my thing, and then they got some border people, you know.
That sound like council tax.
No, it's not as bad as council tax. It's not as bad as council tax, because council tax, right? I mean, if you look at council tax, it's a fire brigade. It's locust.
No. That's your normal taxation. What goes to that, right?
Really?
Yeah.
So who pay for the police then?
The taxes. Taxes.
No, but what about council tax pay for your local police? No.
No. That's. Go ahead, Assistant Sergeant. Go ahead.
The council tax is more the provisions. That means it may be libraries, it may be some of the. It's not going to be your major hospital, but there may be other community centres within local community centre, local groups. It'll pay for that. Or homes. It may pay for some.
Are you talking about Jamaica? Or are you talking about UK
England
now?
No, we're talking about UK.
UK.
Okay. Go ahead. Sorry.
So those are. I know there was like the library and some of those services, because I know that, especially in the borough of Croydon, they were looking to close a number of the libraries because what they were getting from the government wasn't enough, and what they were getting from the council wasn't enough to sustain it, because the council was doing the major propping up.
That's right.
It's a lot more. It appears to be a lot more of like the community type activities. So they will always say that the government, as in central government, should pay for your police and your hospitals, but the local council tax sometimes props up some of the arms which are attached to the hospitals.
Sorry to cut you, right? If you look on your council tax bill, right? It has police, it has local schools, and it has refuge, and they have fire brigade and police. It's not.
I remember. It used to. But what those do is they top it up, because the central government should be paying the majority. So there are some of the services that the police will support that they're unable to support because the council tax doesn't cover that service. There are other bits that the police may do from a community point of view that they're not supported. In terms of the fire, it's exactly the same.
The people that support is a fire brigade, and they don't even like black people as well. Because even though they say, look on the Grenfell, yeah. You know what? I'm not going to go there. I'm not even going to go there.
Yeah. Okay. Let's leave that alone for now. Although you know what, my feelings for that boy, that was just unprecedented, and it's just a terrible thing that happened there at the Grenfell, Tower fire. But still, yeah. Anyway, Kingman.
Yeah.
Pay your taxes. Pay your taxes, brother. As the man in the Bible used to say, pay. What you laugh for? As him said, pay unto Caesar him coin, man. Pay him,
brother. If Caesar can take him things here, but him have to fix the road.
Fix the road.
Fix it. Him can take him things. Yeah, but what are we paying taxes for, though? This is what I'm trying to say, man. Do
not underestimate what your contributions are doing, because if you want to pick and choose who and what, you have the opportunity to do that, especially like here in the UK. You can direct your resources to, but there's many of us don't take that advantage. Say that again, my brother.
Sorry, sir. Go ahead, sir. Sorry.
I said many of us don't really look into it that deep to say, oh, what you would like to direct your resources to, right? Even to the extent that you could take part of your tax contribution and direct it to local like charities and things like this, you know. So you can even take part of that, you know, but a lot of us do not even take advantage of that access to our taxes.
The tax exemption, yes,
right.
Because if you have the charity, as Sister Sandra know, as a business lady, that if you can actually write off certain taxes, you know. But I think the people have to be registered charities.
Yeah, but still, even though it's still available, because like imagine now you have 4 or 5 charities around in your area, like a hospice or something like this, right? And you say, you know something, boy, I would love to be able to contribute to that. And all you have to do is just mention them in there, and then that part of that will go into their account. You understand? So every month you are working for your local community, or contributing towards your local community. You understand?
Yeah.
So, but as I say, the majority of us don't even do that. They don't even look on it in them ways there. Yeah.
Like the Jewish lobby. The Jewish lobby, right, will they will pay everything into their communities, you know.
Exactly. They take full advantage of that. As them bond, them register their backside in it, man. You know? They're employed. They've got jobs from the time when they're 13 because their family employs them through the tax system, right? So they have income. They have income since the age of 13 already. You understand?
But that's the bar mitzvah age, you know. But what I'm trying to say is that, I mean, look, they might bum up the place, right? And you're sending all your taxes to bombing up. I wouldn't say all. I would say part of it. You're contributing to that war they saw. How much trillion? How much? Wait, what are you talking about? And now fix the pothole. You're talking about. This is what I'm trying to say, my bigger brother.
You make me laugh today.
No. No, it's a serious thing, you know. People don't even look at this stuff.
You have to be careful. We have to be careful with what we say, because they are listening.
You can be. You just have to tell me to shut up and just cut me off. You understand? You have to say that, but me can't say anything. You just tell me. You just tell me to shut up.
That's cool yourself.
I understand, but
oh dear.
No, it's serious. It's serious matter that. You know what I mean? And my sister, my empress. You know, see, because the pothole in the road in Jamaica, yeah. When you buck up one of them tires, you know, and it
tear it off.
It punch up.
It tear it off. Tear it off. Tear it off. Gone. Clean.
Yeah. And your expenses of your if you have a big Jeep, that's good, and you have a big tire, that's good. You understand? That can, but the little small cars and them thing there, you know, if you don't know the road, you know, it's just
difficult traveling around.
Just mash up the car, man. And that's it.
So what are you saying, my sister? What are you saying now? Now that we've learned how to fix the road.
I was speaking to a driving instructor, and I was starting to driving instructor, So he was teaching someone in one of the local parks or green spaces. And it was those type of questions that I just wanted to ask him from a driving point of view, because sometimes cars are mashed up because they're driving too fast on roads, which you need to take a lot of care and a lot of hesitation. But I will see if I can speak to him again, just so that I can get a rundown from a learning point of view. Because we know that there's a lot of individuals, or there are some individuals who have bought a license, and I put that in quotation. And even if they've not bought the license, they've not necessarily done they've not learned to drive.
Yo. Can I come in, brother, big brother?
Yeah.
That's done.
Go ahead.
I see some over here, right, in Africa. I see some learning instructors, and I'm thinking, because let me say, I used to be a driving instructor.
Okay.
Yeah, I used to be a driving instructor. I'm thinking, how do these people teach these people on these roads? You understand? it's like, but I see some L plates. Yeah, and the people like pull over when you're taking them over and stuff like that. I'm on motorbike at the moment now, but boy, I'm telling you, I mean, what do you teach? How do you teach? how do you instruct the people? I mean, when you go to like the main turntable, they don't call it even roundabout, you know, it's turntable. So I mean, are you gonna teach the people then? Wow, it's difficult, you know. But I mean, as you know, brother Aston, you know, when you drive, it's just like it's like a feeling. It's like this one I can't.
Listen,
it's more like a feeling, you know.
I've learned that, and I've also done the night driving in Jamaica, right? And when you're in them country lane there, and you just driving, and all you're doing is the tunnel vision of the light.
Imagine if you have no light, no. Imagine if you're like.
Hold on. No, I wouldn't chance it then. I wouldn't chance it. But still, you know, when you're driving, and then you're just doing that tunnel vision driving, means that you only can drive what you can see, yeah, right? And then some of them man, they will drive like them on video game trucks doing, yeah, right? We've a reset button on all them foolishness there, right? And then when he that's some serious test ground, because like even when I used to do test driving and all them things there, them type of roads there is not on the computer when I was doing no test driving, right? Because
you know what, right? In Jamaica, right, they got gullies, you know. They got you know what, right? In the Gambia, right, there's no gully. You understand?
It's flat. It's a flat land. Yeah.
You know, in Jamaica, you know, if you go over a precipice, you know, you finish, brother.
You're talking like biblical terms now again.
Golly or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll tell you something, right? You can if you don't know them roads, you finish. You're dead. You know, in the thing that's lucky, you know. I'm just responding to that now.
But
because,
the thing,
like,
one of the things we have to really appreciate though, right? Because like obviously, you know, you can tell different people who come from different areas how them drive anyhow, right? So obviously, you know, man who's using indicator, you know, so that is from UK, right? The man who's using them horn there for every direction, you know, is Jamaican, right?
Indicator.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, sometimes the indicator stuck, you know, and the person's turning left. Okay, how far you gonna go and turn left?
Yep. Right.
You know,
So you know, all these type of things there, and like you know, when we're there and we're taking it in our own hands in some cases to drive in some of these places over there. I personally I feel safer when I'm driving because I can control what and where and how.
But
Right,
the
but
thing is,
unfortunately I can't control what's outside of what I'm driving. So a man could
exactly,
come
and then
a
we
man
have in America they have AAA. In UK you have AA. In Africa we have I'll feel yourself. You know what I'm saying?
I feel yourself.
So I feel yourself. So that means when you broke down now, the local people are gonna come help you push it, and you know the local people will help you, and so that means you have to carry. I'm saying my Empress, when you're in your car, put up tire pressure, buy a tire pressure thing, and buy a jack. Learn how to change your thing, because when you're in the country, yo, bro, when you broke down in a place where remote, yeah, only the Kakakro and people will help you. You know, see? So you have to help yourself.
Yes, Sister Sandra, go ahead.
There's as much as so the challenges from in that I see from a driving point of view is with the newer cars, when it gets to dusk, the headlights will come on. But what they tend to do over here is that they tend to change the headlights so it becomes a lot. It's a lot brighter. So everyone drives with the high beam on blue, regardless of the car. So they always change it and put it on blue. So that means regardless of whether you've got and some areas, lots of areas, you're talking about whether it be Kingston Ochi, Montego Bay, or some of the roads, high roads, etc., that have been built to make traveling a lot easier and the connections between one point to another a lot smoother. Everyone drives with the headlights on full beam. So unless you're accustomed to doing that, and your horn needs to be working, because if your horn's not working, you will get yourself into an accident. I was driving with someone and we were just literally pulling into a mall supermarket in Ochi, and his horn wasn't working, and you could see that because the horn wasn't working, he's asking the man in front to move and do something, and he can't move because he's the man in front doing his own thing, whatever it was, but he couldn't indicate to that person to shift left, right, or center because his horn wasn't working. And that's the way they talk. It's not like you say with the indicator. It's there for aesthetic purposes, but it's not there to help tell the rest of the world what you're doing.
What you're doing. If anything, it will cause confusion in some places.
Yeah. Because they keep it on all the way through, and you're thinking, but why is it on? Is it an emergency? Allegedly, when they keep it on, blinking both sides, it's an emergency and they need to get somewhere fast. But no, they just forgot to turn it off, or they don't know how to, or they don't know why it's there. So yeah, it's a different conversation.
My Empress, can you hear me?
Yep.
You said right that the automatic dim or something like the lights dim or something like that. Could you explain that, please? So
with some of the newer cars, when it gets to dusk, the headlights will come on as a shallow. It will come on automatically. What you as a driver will do is either turn it up or turn it down. But what they tend to do in Jamaica is they just turn it up and turn it up again.
What car is that? What car is that?
Most of them.
Most cars now, most of the newer cars now, it comes on automatically when it gets to dusk.
Yeah, you put it on auto lights, and like soon as you go into a dark or shady area, or
It
that it
comes
goes dusk, lights just come on automatically.
Yeah.
Wow.
You see how long?
Serious,
You see
man.
how long you've been out the country?
I'm out of national, man. I'm out of national because that's
You're gone bushman now.
no, that's amazing. That's amazing to me. It doesn't. I mean, the new cars. So which models?
I've even got it
okay,
on my
so-
old. I got it on my old Chugabug.
Really?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
come on. No, that doesn't
Yeah.
come automatically.
Yeah. You can put it on. You can put it on all the normal
No,
lighting
No, you have
settings.
to turn on the
And then
lights.
you have to
though.
turn-
You have to turn on the lights.
No. Even when you close the door or lock the car,
No, but
the lights go off automatically.
Yeah, but you're above. You was before the Yeah, I mean you're I mean you was in the midst of the sophistication. But I mean I took normal people.
Normal people.
No. Normal cars. I don't understand that. No, that doesn't do that.
A lot of the cars that they're getting here is imported from Japan, and a lot of them will be in your.
They'll have it all that. Yeah.
When you're talking about years,
Toyota
like-
and Mitsubishi and everything there.
and what's the there's a few, and there's a couple that's going to come to my mind, but yeah, it's all, and they're all what 4 or 5 years old. So you're talking about new cars, even if they're secondhand, they're still secondhand but new. The old bangers that you used to see back in the day, you don't
Brand new.
see them at the same rate. A lot more is the newer cars, newer vehicles. I'm talking about the e-cars now over here as well. The fuel. Yeah.
So what am I talking then?
Electric cars.
Any lamppost they can find. They will plug it into any lamppost they can find.
So is the electricity in Jamaica now? Everything is on everywhere.
They're having the same challenges that they have in the UK, that they don't have enough ports. But even the petrol station out by me, they've got charging for electric vehicles, and they're importing them and they're encouraging them. So that means every Sunday in the Gleaner, they will talk about electric cars, and even the car that I was looking to get is hybrid.
You know what? Jamaica is sophisticated. You don't have to go to Jamaica, you know.
No. You don't have to go there. No. You don't have to go there.
No, come here.
You'll be worse than any hurricane going over there. So good. No. You stay where you're there.
Sophisticated, bro. You know, hey, seriously. Wow.
Oh boy.
So what? Sister says it's the problem where they plug them in the wrong lamp. Yeah. Wow.
Oh boy, you make me laugh this morning here.
Jamaica is sophisticated, you know. I have to call my cousin them and say, you're coming better than Africa, you know. Yeah. You know it? Electric car.
Yeah.
You have electric car and everything.
Yeah.
Wow. So no, but no, that can't work though. So when you go in a country now, up in the mountain now, where electricity or them plug into the thing.
So that's a challenge that they have, is that there isn't enough ports. Whereas in the UK you could have random ports on random roads where it's just electric vehicles, and you can go there and you can charge it on the roadside. Here it appears to be more so in the petrol stations. So the charging ports will be part of the petrol station. It'd be another the equivalent of a pump.
You have electric car? Have you got electric car?
No, but when I was looking at a hybrid.
Okay, with the hybrid, with that means it can take fuel and electric.
Yeah.
Well, that's the way our vehicles are developing now. That's the way our vehicles are developing now. So.
And
The hybrid is better, you know, because when there's no electric, that's what I'm trying to say. Like my sister said that, you know, but if you're going in the rural areas now, I mean, you know, you can switch the fuel. You know, you can switch and got up.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Of course. But then again, even now that you with some of the hybrids, you will start the vehicle, and when it gets to a certain temperature now, right, it automatically switches over. So you're not using as much fuel with those with the hybrids, yeah.
There's something, man. You know, why them thing there? Why you soon? You know what? I'm seeing people there. They soon have like flying cars and stuff like.
No, that's already done. That's already done. They just haven't figured out how they can charge them congestion charge for it.
Well, I'm frightened of them places, you know. Now again, you know, I just stick to the car, you know, the car and donkey. Oh yeah, so you know, serious, man. I'm frightened.
Don't fault the cow and the donkey, because the donkey will still carry the load, still get you from point A to point B, and it's gonna be, it complements the environment.
The donkey, right? But I don't like the way they treat the donkey. But the donkey can carry heavy load, you know.
Yeah, but
like
still,
no, I see the donkey carry all of a bag of cement, you know. All of a bag. And I said to the man, "Where you beat with? Yo, I feel like don't beat the donkey. The donkey, man. But my Ankh press, yeah, it's like, wow, it's like." The thing is, right? Do you know what I called for? Right?
You know we get round to why you're calling now.
No, you because you always take me on a different road. No. The reason why I wanted to warn people about the phone, when you lose your phone, yeah, because everything is on your phone, your numbers, even photographs. Even the people you have for years, everything is on your phone now, you know. And I always say to myself, I'm gonna write it down. I do write stuff down, you know, but I'm just saying, like, I'm just warning to people. Imagine if you lose your phone, everything is on your phone. That's what I'm saying. That's what I wanted to warn people. And then the people here are saying, "Oh, you should save it to the cloud." I'm like, nah, yo. Which cloud? You save it to the people are saying to me, "Oh, I save my things to the cloud." What? Which cloud? They must say to. Yeah. So you're saving your numbers, everything to who is the cloud? Which people you're sending photographs? You're sending people's numbers, you know, for years, conversations, and you're sending it to the cloud. So I'm saying, I said to them, I don't trust them. I don't trust the cloud. But then I said to myself, well, you know what? Now I lost my phone. Maybe I might. But certain people are saying that, they don't send certain private things to the cloud. Yeah.
Too late.
It's already picked up everything. It's picked up everything within your memory bank.
Once you link yourself to my Andres. For once you link yourself to the cloud, that means they got access to your phone.
Yeah, everything.
So, but people don't understand that. They don't see my caution, you know. But you know, but at the end of the day, when you lose like pictures of like, you know, you got your memory card in the phone. You understand? It's like a computer. That's it. You have pictures of what you've taken, showing it's. But I only realized when I lost my phone because people don't listen.
Well, you could back it up. So if you're not comfortable with backing it up to the cloud, then back it up on your laptop, or computer. But it then becomes a mental effort that you need to do and on a regular basis. And because we move as we do now, we just allow the cloud to do it for us. But if you're not comfortable with the cloud, then yeah, there are programs that you can use where you can back up all, you can transfer all your numbers onto your laptop, your PC, your computer, and you can then transfer, like you say, you've got your memory card, plug it from time to time into your computer, back it up, copy it.
And then what happens if the burger yard and thief your computer?
Sorry?
It's gone.
I say, what happens if they thief your computer?
It's gone. That's it.
Same way as if you've written it down and you lose your book and it gets burnt in a fire, it's gone.
It's gone.
Okay, yeah. Okay. I understand. I get it. I get it. The message is loud and clear, my Empress. It's loud and clear, you know, because yes, of the book, but them now got when them bust up your yard, right? Them now got thief the book, and that's it. Them now got thief the book. Them got thief your computer.
True, but you don't know what destruction they're going to leave behind them.
Are they going to burn down your house? Well, they might burn down your house.
That's only to hide the body.
You see it? You know, see it? That's something different. You know, see it? That's
Don't get me started, you know. Don't get me started.
Well, it's logical. It's logical.
Oh, let me give you some advice, my brother. I don't know what you're giving for our friend Bruno over there, right? But your dog. Get some.
Oh yeah.
Right, you know, just make sure he's got some.
His name is Lieutenant Stitchy. His name is Stitchy.
Okay, Stitchy. What you know? All you have to do, right, is make sure he's hydrated, right? So boil some water, right? Put some aloes.
Some broth.
Huh?
With some broth with some chicken.
No. Just water. Right, and put some aloes in it too. Yeah,
aloe vera.
Yeah, aloe vera. Right, because what it is that it's like a gut infection in it. What him have there, so he's
like
leaking.
Parasite.
He's leaking from. He's what?
Are you saying like parasite? It's like parasite.
Yeah. Right. So get some aloe in him. Yeah. Okay. And just make sure he's in a cool spot, just so you know, right? So put the fan pan him and all them things there, and then within a few days he'll be back again, bothering your backside.
No, it's been a few weeks, you know.
Wow.
It's
Wow.
sad, you know.
Wow.
You know, but this is why they say you have to vaccinate the dog, you know. But yeah, because this.
So he was obviously eating some contaminated food or something.
No, it's these dogs. Yeah, sometimes they get through the fence, you know, and it's contamination with other dogs.
Okay.
I think they carry the thing, this distemper. Distemper is called, you know. You know, and they have. Yeah, it's not, you know, the dog it's not nice, you know.
All right, well, you know.
So give thanks for that advice, you know. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Nothing to lose from giving it a go.
Say again, my sister. Sorry.
Nothing to lose from giving it a go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Give thanks, my Empress.
So I know last time when you came on, we were talking about animals, and for me, they don't do enough over here in terms of dogs, in terms of animals, just to keep them under control. If you're going to have one, then look after it, feed it.
Yeah,
it's going to be running up and down, feed it. I saw someone on a motorbike the other day, and he was driving real too fast, and the dog's in the middle of the road, and I'm thinking, this is when you should be using your horn. He didn't. He hit the dog.
That's funny.
He was riding too fast. Couldn't stop. And you think to yourself, no, they I don't know. It's just the mentality.
Mhm.
So yeah. But anyway,
Yeah, my sister, and then people, some man come to read my water meter, right?
Mhm.
And he was telling me on his journey, he said he saw one dog with his head bust. It was some horrible descriptions, yeah. And he said to the owner, why you know, why you not treat the dog? Why if you don't if you can't afford to look after the dog,
Mhm.
why are you having a dog? Because the dog head is open, like it's bust. People throw stone after the dog. Even the youth, them, you know. I catch one youth, some big rock, you know.
So they're not.
And I
They're
said,
not. He's not
yo,
even looking
the
after
rock
the dog welfare.
Hmm?
He's not
Yeah,
looking
no,
after
no.
dog welfare at all.
What them have a dog because they want the dog for bark and rate it, but you know, feed the dog. You know it? You know, feed the dog. Yeah. But you want the dog to do a job. If the dog that has to do a job, yeah, all his job is to bark when they see people. And that's it. But if you're stoning the dog and you know feed the dog, he's gonna run off.
No, he's gonna sit. He's gonna
And
sit.
that's it.
He's gonna sit there and hold the gate open.
You know?
That's what he's gonna. He's gonna sit.
No.
It'd be like, like that dog there on was it Wacky Races? Motley, isn't it? Motley.
Yeah.
He just sit there going.
He's like, yeah. I remember that one there. Wacky Races. Yeah, I remember that one there. Yeah.
He just sit down there and just laugh after you. Go ahead.
Yeah. But
hey, it's a serious station, Stop your foolishness. Come on now.
No, to the day no cartoon, no. Like Roadrunner. And all them thing there. Roadrunner. Like beep, beep, beep. Yeah.
Oh boy. Now a good thing you call, You distract us from talking about serious thing like hole in the road now. Come on now.
No, that is all right. My brother, that is the most serious thing, because that can cause accident. You know what, right? Some of them potwood is deep. When you cannot survive if you're tired going that. You have to know that if you don't know the road, because imagine people that don't know the road and them going on that now. It's a serious thing.
I know in the past I've driven and I've thought to myself, okay, well, if he's a local driver because the speed that he's traveling at, so let me go along the same path that they chose. They may be a local driver. Sometimes I've thought about doing that, but what I've realized is that their judgment call isn't sound because of how they learn how to drive. So I still need to use my own judgment call, and the route that they take may not necessarily be the best route in order to negotiate those potholes. That's what I've realized, that just because you know the road doesn't necessarily mean you can drive the road. Two different things.
I had that situation in Ghana, right? I remember one afternoon we was out, I was driving, and then it's like the person who was driving, he wasn't an experienced driver anyhow, right? So he's just following whoever, whatever in front of him. And then they come to this piece of road, right? And basically the road itself was washway, right? So what they did, they made another path through someone's garden to go around and then avoid this piece of road that washway, right? But the thing is, the way how the garden was, it was pitch on a higher piece of ground. So they had to virtually climb up this thing here, this side of the road, drive through the garden, and then come down the other side, right? So I'm looking on this thing, and the car is full up with people now, and there's 6 of us in the car, and the boy go for it. He went and he'd get up halfway up and then come back, roll back, drive up and come back. And I said to him, just make the people come out the car. No, auntie can stay in the car. It's okay. I'm a good driver. And I said, you know, Rockstar. I said, come out of the car, right? And watch her. I just, and I know it was like taking the pee, right? But I just come out the car, right? And there was some people who were selling things right by there because them just take the opportunity because cars slow down, innit? So I just buy a bag juice there, and they're just watching this boy try drive up. And the thing is, the way how the road was, it was dry anyhow. So I just look on this road there and I said, but if you take your time, you can go through, right?
And that's normal behavior.
Right.
That's normal behavior.
Right. So when I'm tired now, I get in the car and I take the car and I just drive through onto the road and come out the other side. Everybody come and get through. And as I'm looking in the rear view now, right, I see everybody take the time and drive through. You know, but it's just the same. Everybody will just follow until somebody show them how to do the thing properly. You know what I mean? Yeah. But they have just like in the Caribbeans, in most places, they don't have no patience. Right? They have no patience. So therefore, they don't know how they until they're shown how to do it properly, then they will always do the same.
And then you take your life into when you take the minibus, right? They call it minibus in Jamaica. They call it gele gele. They call it tuk tuk, whatever. Those minibuses, you're taking the life in your hands of those drivers. Those drivers are crazy, man. They're nutcases, man. Them just all they want to go is fast because the more passengers and take.
It's the money.
Yeah, but they don't care about the passengers in the minibus. You know it? They're crazy, man.
We know that one. We know that one, innit?
But where am I saying before I go? My elder, right? You know, in the Gambia, right? They are doing this thing called clear the roads. Now they're making like a highway, yeah. So all the people, right? Like if you go to Tangi, if you go to Brussels, they have just wiped away all the shops and everything because and like even like you think like the residents like restaurants and stuff like that. They just everything is just like they mash up everything. They just clear everything.
Okay.
So if you're away, if you're like about 100 yards from the road, you're finished. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're embassy. It doesn't matter. They're just mashing up everything.
Well, I've seen that they've taken a lot of these places that you know when they put their goods out in front of their shops. They're just going around and say, listen, you have to keep your business within your property. It's not even shops. It's like any building that's not in the highway, but because they I think they're widening the highway now. So this man, I forget the man's name. Look a sharp man.
Yeah, look a sharp man.
Yeah,
you better mind up to that because ain't that bad there, look.
Yeah.
You know what? He's being bodyguarded by some security, some big gun, you know, some big gun and soldier. I've
seen him. Listen, we got 5 minutes leave now. I want to do a summarization, yeah?
Yeah, it's been real, man. It's been real, man. And give thanks to my empress, Sister Sandra, you know.
All right then.
But I would say keep on driving, keep on trucking, you know, and just teach the people, you know. Keep on teaching.
More risings to the dog there, someone. Ciao.
Yes. Rise up, he named Lieutenant Stitchy. So let's send him some Stitchy and Son and Stitchy. Just send him some vibration.
Yeah, man. Yes, to Stitchy there, someone. Ciao. All right then. Bless up, man. Bless up. Wow. Should I take? Oh, come on then. Let me just see what I can do this. Brother Akram.
Yeah, Grand Rising.
Grand Rising.
Brother,
right.
Sandra and Brother Nia. Yeah, the piece you played very earlier was a great piece.
Naim Akbar. Naim Akbar.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's a great piece. But there's something I'd like to say on that, but I don't, time doesn't permit anyway.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Maybe another time.
Yeah.
But I just want to say about something that Brother Naya mentioned just now here in the Gambia, where they're breaking down, they're extending the roads and they're breaking down places, right? What many people doesn't understand is, and I see it even in Tanzania, is that the road is there, but nobody ever thinks about the expansion of the road, okay? And the government basically, maybe many years ago, has probably put out that you should leave at least 30 meters from the center of the road. You don't build on the road. But unfortunately, what happens with a lot of people, they just say, "Oh, my land comes up to the road," so that is it. Not realizing that sometime later the government may take some part of that road in order to expand the road. So they build, and many people they build their houses. I don't know why they have a lot of land back, but they still bring the house all the way up to the road. You know, it's like a disease down here that in Africa. People just think I got to grab it, and the first thing they want to come right on top of the road, not thinking about expansion. So when the government come along, the government break it down because they have to expand the road because nature is moving on. You see,
they cannot really complain.
The government is the evil one, but the government is because people are not thinking. And they many times they get warning not to build on the road. But because nothing has happened for years, they think nothing happened, so we just build here, right? So that is the problem, right? That is the main problem that is happening.
Okay, then. All right, then. Thank you very much, my brother. Right, then, my sister, we're going to come into the summarization now. The last site.
So the clip that you'd played was an interesting clip, and then I just took you off circle, just talking about what's happening in Jamaica from a eco. That's the word I was looking for. The eco point of view and the fishes, but then also in terms of the transportation. Yeah. But
well, I'm gonna say it's been. I thank you once again because I know Sam drag you out of your bed to come on this rising, yes sir, and I really do appreciate your presence. Right, as always, and we shall link again in the near future. I say thank you for clarification on that, brother Akram, right? Because you know how Naya go on with them things. It take what 45 minutes to come and tell me about road extension now, but we love him. But we love him still, man. We love him still, man. You know that. Yeah?
Give thanks for the Akram. Give thanks.
Okay, brother. Take care.
You know,
It's my last day in the Gambia, so I'll be heading back in the cold. So I'll be joining you guys in the cold. So
don't worry.
A little while anyway. I hope it was only for a little while.
well, safe journey on the gravel, my brother.
Okay, safe journey.
All right then. Galaxy family, thank you once again for joining us on the Grand Risings on this Galaxy afawi.net. We shall be having a full extended shows this rising, yes sir, today, right? And I will say, welcome. Hold on. Let me just get this right. Next up will be our brother Griot. No. Sorry.
Yeah.
It'd be Jacob.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Dr. Jacob will be up next. And then, who we have to do? I've forgotten who's in the afternoon now. I've forgotten who's in the afternoon. Sorry, my family. But anyhow, listen, later on this afternoon or evening, right? This afternoon, we shall be having Brother Nico. Brother Nico shall be coming back in and playing some serious music with a special guest. My assumption that there's going to be a special guest with him as well. So please, I beg you do, right? Make sure that you tune into that one there, okay? And we shall see you in the near future. We shall see you in the near future, right? Because everybody is here on the Galaxy AfroWe.net. Let me give you some of this thing here, sir. Let me give you some of this here. Some words of power. Words of power. What I'm giving you this rising, yes, sir.
Whereas the true again to all and socialize, the more that things is something external that appear to them, to guide them. Bear in mind that, remember now you have what you call Mag and you have gin and those things that relate to a being and can buck people, can influence your life in a very positive way, you know, and put you on certain parts, you know. But the reality of that statement is that saying, when one become accepting of self, which is the I in man, that is the master. So all that you know and need to know is inside of you. As Rastafari say, I is the first book, you know. So enough people read the book them external and I look for the guidance external. When that what you require is inside of the I self. But you see, the people them so busy, they don't get a chance to listen to them own self. Or think it out. But from ancient came to the right on the wall, man know thyself. I want to say the microcosm. It's same as the macrocosm. So the one know the self, it's the micro. You know the entire universe. That the principle you call correspondence, you know, with the two triangles we use as a symbol for Haile Selassie, with the correspondence, as above, so below, you know. So the above is the macro, the below is the individual. One is internal, the other is external. But you pay more attention to yourself because that's the being you spend the most time with, you know. I might sound simplistic, but you spend the most time with that being and spend the least time trying to understand that being. You know? So self-awareness, self-actualization come with actually start accepting who one is. Every being unique for you. And every being have the same kind of potentiality. It's like the Raja Yogi. Raja, Ra, which is from Ra in Kemet, but it's an Indian yogi. It's a yogi of mentalism. The Raja Yogi argues say you have 5 states of consciousness that the earth go through. I argue say people are always through those states of consciousness at each point in time. Note, you have what you call the golden age. In the golden age, it's like some of the Rastaman with a bingy man and saying born every something. Because you know say you have a lot down to know none. You not talk about no God, you not talk about this. Everything is just a big collective. And there's a kind of self-awareness. So everybody realize the connection with self. They move to the next stage, they call the golden stage, similar to the silver age, similar to the golden stage. See where there's kind of collective self-awareness. But after a while, as things change now, they move into what is called the bronze age, where man start to use symbols and certain things to represent that same cosmic consciousness. They're going to do a chemic now when I talk about Ra, because Ra is the center of the solar system. And everything depends upon Ra. So you use the sun to represent an element of the triune in Amun-Ra Ptah. That which sustains, which is the father element. That's my answer. One of the big things I would do is a sun salutation in a yoga. So you give me a man, you do a sun salutation. And to a white guy don't know what that is now. Him come and say, I worship the sun. Not realize what he says that say, there is connected to everything. And you realize the role that Ra plays. That's how I realize that the role that Isis plays is the moon principle. Sun govern gold and the moon govern silver. And you certain that kind of thing. Just like we have melatonin and serotonin enough for you. Stimulated by sunlight and moonlight, same way, you know. So the ones that meet over them thing there from long time. And so we try to resonate at the vibration at the golden. They come out to show them the golden child. They want to see the golden child.
And the truth, the people be killing the coyote. We see that they nasty approach. And the truth, it did not make them no shoot. Yet still they break fly like parachute. And the truth, body must have drop like breadfruit. There is a reason for the against in the road. And the truth, them give the dog in ever cute. The bus is part of the dispute. Every dance one play the major role. Then we kill it when the feel our own nature alone. Them will make your blood leak like a lake of Rome. The Eden mark them on the wall and a snake alone. Them can't slice your flesh, them will break your bone. Kill you in the sleep and when you wake alone. He without sin should take a stone. Too much corruption, not one in a Jamaica zone. Them give up the kill the liquor youth. Me see it and me not see a mute. And the truth, him did not beg them no shoot. Yet still them brain fly like parachute. And the truth, body does not smell like